Today in the battle arena, we got two of the fastest characters in all of comics going head to head. The Flash, Wally West taking on the Runner. Who comes out on top? Well, let's find out.
Hear the music.
I could do this all day.
Struck by the same lightning bolt that turned his uncle Barry Allen into the Flash, Wallace Rudolph Wally West took the name of Kid Flash and became Barry's sidekick, the member of the Teen Titans. Eventually, Wally became the Flash to honor his uncle's memory, who died saving the universe. He also became a member of the Justice League. He married a woman named Linda Park and had two kids, Jai and Iris West II. Currently, Wally was pulled from the Speed Force by Barry and is one of the two fastest men alive. Wally's primary power is his super speed, which he gets by tapping into the Speed Force, and he actually cannot be cut off from the Speed Force itself. Flash has had at different levels of speed throughout the years, as when he first took up the mantle, he subconsciously limited himself to the speed of sound. However, after admitting this to himself, Wally tapped into his full potential and is able to move much faster than the speed of light. At his fastest, Flash has actually broken light speed, run to the end of the universe and time itself, and he's outraced death before. He's able to have an entire fight with Professor Zoom that'll just last a picosecond, as well as look through a crowd of 500,000 people all in a picosecond. But the Speed Force does a whole lot more than to provide Wally with super speed. For starters, it actually surrounds him with an aura to protect him from all the forces of friction and the velocity as he moves at superhuman speed. It is even able to project Speed Force lightning. He's able to control his body down to the molecular level, and in doing so, turn himself intangible and phase through pretty much any object and even attacks from opponents. He's durable enough to take attacks from superhumans like Superman, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman. Then Wally is surprisingly strong, as he's able to charge up his punches with his super speed and make them a whole lot more powerful than would have normally been if he was standing still. Wally can also unleash an infinite mass punch, which is where he skirts just under the speed of light, increasing his mass until it's equal to a white dwarf star, then unleash it, sending a white Martian flying from Mount Rushmore all the way to Africa with just one hit. Wally is also capable of stealing an opponent's speed, absorbing the kinetic energy, leaving them completely motionless. So Flash is obviously very powerful, but in this fight he might be going up against his greatest opponent yet, as entering the ring is the Runner, an elder of the universe. The being known only as the Runner is over 5 billion years old. Not much is known about him, like his name, history, culture, or how he even became an elder of the universe. But we do know that he has a passion for running to unknown places of the universe. The Runner's body is enhanced and fueled by the power primordial, which is the eons old energy that had been released at the beginning of the universe. This power primordial grants the Runner a myriad of superhuman powers and abilities, being far beyond most other superhuman beings. Now, the Runner's strength has never been officially measured, but he has been able to kick Silver Surfer off his board. And while he's grappling with Silver Surfer, Norrin actually said that the Runner is stronger than him. And we all know just how strong the Silver Surfer is, being able to go up against and be equal with heroes like Hulk, Thor, and Better Ray Bill. He's also durable enough to survive near stars, survive inside the core of stars, and he's able to shrug off powerful cosmic blasts from the Silver Surfer without even being phased. And the Runner's greatest asset has got to be his speed. His name is the Runner after all. He's been able to cross light years in moments, approach Silver Surfer too fast for Surfer to even notice him, and Silver Surfer's microsecond and nanosecond reaction times, and he's one of the few people who can keep up with Makari and shocked him with his speed. The Runner's been able to run absolute circles around Thanos, claiming that he's faster than both thought and light. And Thanos said that he had never seen anyone move so fast. But the Runner doesn't just have pure physical powers, as he's been able to use Energy Blast to knock out Silver Surfer. And it was said that he actually has enough power to destroy a city. Then the Runner also has the power to enhance pleasure in other beings, like when he manipulated Silver Surfer's emotions to such a degree that Surfer was smiling and actually, quote unquote, liked the Runner, even while the Runner was attacking him. Finally, he also has the power to manipulate and rearrange matter on a planetary scale. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, this is a fact I've seen requested literally all the time. Almost every video I've posted, I've seen at least one request for the Flash versus the Runner. And I can kind of see why. The Flash is easily the fastest character in the DC universe. And there are just so few characters in the Marvel universe that can rival his speed. Marvel's go-to speedster, Quicksilver, has only really passed the speed of light on a couple of times. He just can't hold a candle to the Flash, the fastest man alive. So some of the only heroes who have routinely been on Wally's level are people like Silver Surfer, and yes, the Runner. The speed issue is actually a bigger issue than just the Flash, as pretty much every DC hero has super speed, like Superman and Shazam. A lot of Marvel heroes like Thor and Hulk don't. That's going down a rabbit trail we don't really need to go down today. Today, it's all about the Flash versus the Runner. Now, physically, Runner is a whole lot stronger than the Flash. He can lift over 100 tons, and he's overpowered Silver Surfer before, which is an insanely impressive feat, considering that Surfer is on par with people like Hulk, Thor, that are a build. But it's not like Flash isn't strong. He's knocked out Gorilla Grodd while moving at Mach 10, or running into the next state and knocking out Mercury. Then there's always the infinite mass punch, which is where he hits with the mass of a white dwarf star, knocking out a white Martian with one punch, sending him flying from Mount Rushmore all the way to Africa. However, what about speed? That really is what we're all here to see, the Flash versus the Runner. Only problem is, the Runner hasn't really appeared much, and doesn't have nearly as many speed feats as the Flash. However, what he has done is pretty impressive. He's crossed light years in just moments, moved too fast for Silver Surfer to process, and was one of the only ones who keep up with Makari, an Eternal who can move faster than the speed of light. Which is all very impressive, but nothing there definitively puts him as faster than Wally. The most impressive thing is moving so fast that Silver Surfer didn't see him coming. But you could also argue that that's something Flash could do as well while he's running at his fastest. On the other hand, Wally has moved so fast that he actually broke light speed, run through time to the end of the universe and time itself. And he's looked through a crowd of 500,000 people just a picosecond, or deactivated Mirror Master's gun in a picosecond. His fight against Professor Zoom only lasted a picosecond. Then there's the famous instance where Flash said that he could perceive events that last less than an attosecond. Now, it's actually impossible for the human mind to process how short that time span actually is. But just to drive home how impressive it really is, if you could perceive things at this speed, light itself would appear to be frozen still. And while light usually travels around the Earth 7.5 times in a single second, it would only be able to travel from one end of a molecule to the other in an attosecond. He's actually outrun death before and outrun instantaneous teleportation. But that one was amped with additional kinetic energy from Earth. Basically, just based on what feats we see on the pages of the comics, Flash has shown that he's faster than the runner. However, I don't really think that speed is the key factor of this fight, because even if Flash is faster than the runner should still be capable of keeping up. No, I think the most important factor in this fight has got to be durability. Flash is tough enough to take explosions or hits from Gorilla Grodd, as well as getting back up after being beat up by Professor Zoom and Zoom. On the other hand, thanks to the power primordial, the runner is actually immortal, and he can't die or be killed by conventional means. And the runner is even immortal in a way that regular immortal beings aren't. Death has actually barred him from her realm, meaning that even if he's hit with an attack that should normally have killed the runner, he still wouldn't die. No injury, no matter how severe, can kill him. And this is just going to be insanely problematic for Wally. There's really nothing that Flash can do to put the runner down. There just isn't. Wally could try phasing, throwing lightning, or launching an infinite mass punch, but it's all a mute point. Nothing can put the runner down. On the other hand, the runner has a lot of ways to put Flash down for the count. For starters, he could just physically overpower him, like when he overpowered Silver Surfer. He could unleash an energy blast, which has knocked out Surfer in the past. Or he could just simply manipulate Flash's emotions, making Wally not want to fight him while the runner just unloads on him. He can level large cities, or rearrange matter on a planetary scale. End of the day, the runner is just on an entirely different level than the Flash. I mean, we're talking about a cosmic level being, an elder of the universe, someone who is immortal and can't be injured, and someone who was able to pretty much effortlessly beat the Silver Surfer, a herald of Galactus. I'm really hard pressed to believe that a human can take down someone on that level, regardless of how powerful that human is. The only thing I can really see the Flash doing is stealing the runner's speed. But even that's not a surefire thing, and Wally doesn't use that tactic all the time. Even if he did use it, it wouldn't put the runner down. It would just leave him still. From there, Flash can't injure the runner, and the runner could just manipulate Flash's perception to where he will no longer attack and really nothing happens. I mean, I can see why this fight has been requested so much, but I don't actually know if it's a good fight. The runner's a cosmic level being. Flash isn't. They're both super fast, but the runner's just on a different tier altogether. The runner wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure hit that like button, hit the subscribe button to join the Fanco army, and I will see you next time.